too, just because it feels like someone is doing something doesn't mean that's what they're actually doing. So,
What's that
could be.
in relationship to?
Oh, I thought you said something about the effect that you felt like I was lecturing you.
Yeah, the way it's presented in the tone of voice and music.
See, I'm not even aware that I'm doing that, so.
Elected to turn it down.
In a way, I feel that people are doing that to me all the time.
People.
Lecturing me about stuff. People in general, because, that's just how I interpret it, so.
So you're talking about
It would be like
Dale and who else?
everyone, pretty much.
So there's Mike. Cindy.
I mean that's kind of how I feel, because like when something is stated as kind of a matter of fact, it can feel like a lecture depending on the tone of voice and all of that, but
Right.
or even like they're telling me things just simply because of it's not like an in my opinion or from what I found, that kind of thing. It's just well, LDL does this or HDL does that, and this is why we need to do this, that, and the other. All of that stuff to me feels either like a lecture, or even not a lecture, but just being told stuff instead of in my that's just the way I interpret it, because that's the way it sounds to me. It doesn't mean that's what the person is actually doing. So I gotta keep that in mind,
Yeah, and as often as I talk to you, to say that each and every time
Yeah.
I talk to you is kind of laborious.
Yeah.
So are Dale and I the only ones who say everyone? Who else besides Dale and me?
Well, pretty much anyone who states something as a matter of fact.
So does your dad ever state anything? He sure lectures me, and he sure used to lecture me.
Well, he's gotten very good with me about, making sure that he understands that it's not a lecture telling me what to do. He'll often say that to me. I'm not, this isn't a lecture. I'm not telling you what to do. This is just advice, that kind of thing. So he does that really good with me. So I've grown to be like, oh yeah, now I know. Because when he didn't used to do that, I thought that he was lecturing me all the time. So he's gotten to know that, and he's gotten better about that. So.
Okay. And then how about Cindy?
It's the same with her.
Does she always say that?
Well, like.
So I'm just telling what did you say?
Well, I ask her about it, and she'll say, yeah, I'm joking. But like, when she talks about kids, she'll be like, oh man, there's like 1 million kids in there today. The arcade, there's 1 million kids in there today. They're little germ factories, and so I take that as a sign that she doesn't like kids.
Oh, she's just aware.
Yeah, he's like, oh, they're little germ factories. Just the way she says it. Oh, they're little germ factories. So when I hear germ factories, I think, to me, that sounds like an insult. calling a kid a germ factory. To me, that sounds like an insult. So I had to check in. What do you mean by that?
Well, that's something you can do